Hello, welcome back. This is a little video on using ALEKS to solve some of the binomial probability questions, because again, on the midterm and final, you will not be able to use our access Desmos. So you need to be able to use, and when you're doing your homework in ALEKS, it's more efficient to use ALEKS and know how to use their systems. So I'm going to share my screen for a problem that is in ALEKS. It's a basic binomial problem here. It says the workers' union at a particular university is quite strong. About 94% of all workers employed by the university belong to the workers' union. Recently, the workers went on strike, and now a local TV station plans to interview 5 workers chosen at random at the university to get their opinions on the strike. What is the probability that exactly 3 of the workers interviewed are union members? So I want to make sure that you know how to see the setup and all the pieces and parts. So for this question, the probability of success is 0.94. That means the probability for failure, or Q, is 1 minus 0.94 or 0.06. It's good to write all this down, especially on the midterm and final, so that when you scan it in, I know exactly what where your work is of what you might have typed in to get your answer. It looks like they're going to ask 5 workers. And then they want to know, what is the probability that X equals exactly 3? So for exactly 3, you can go to, there's formulas in ALEKS. So I'm going to I'll share that list right next to the problem. It says list of formulas. And then this is a formula that we're going to be using for exactly. So first we have to go back to what we learned in chapter 4 with choosing the number of ways where order doesn't matter, that you can have 5 things that you're choosing 3. So 5 choosing 3, and then we're going to multiply P, which is 0.94, to the number that we're choosing. So we want 3 of them to be employed and belong to the workers' union, and then 1 minus P, or you could even do 1 minus 0.94 there, or you can type 0.06 and then raise that to the 5 minus 3, or 2. These have to add up to be N. Okay. And then I'm going to show you, I'm going to share my screen so you can see what this is going to look like when we type it in ALEKS. So I'm going to go to ALEKS, and I'm going to use it. Here's a list of formulas, by the way, if you want to access any of them. But I'm going to use the NCR, and I'm going to fill in 5 and 3, and then arrow right, and I'm going to parenthesis, and then I'm going to put 0.94, shift and 6 gives me an exponent, and I'm going to put 3 there, and then 1 minus 0.94, parenthesis, and shift, and that's going to be 2. And then I'm going to hit enter, and I get 0.299. And now notice the answer says round your response to at least 3 decimal places. So you can leave it. I did 4 because I didn't want to have to round my 299, or you could have put in 0.03. So I am going to go back here, and let's look at an advanced one. So this one says a new surgery is successful 85% of the time. If the results of 6 surgeries are randomly sampled, what is the probability that at least 4 of them are successful? Carry your intermediate computations to at least 4 decimal places and round your answers to 2 decimal places. Okay, so let's go back to my paper. So we're going to write everything down just like I suggested. So we're going to put the probability of success is 0.85. That means Q is 1 minus 0.85. You can write that in ALEKS, or you can write 0.15. N is 6, and they want to know at least, which is greater than or equal to 4. That's at least. Okay. Now, when we go to the calculator in ALEKS, I'm going to go back to that to show you. When we go to the calculator over here, I want you to see there's this button right here. that says probability, and it's the binomial, and it's less than or equal to. We want greater than or equal to, okay? So I'm going to go back to my paper for a minute because I want you to see. So when you want greater than or equal to, it means that you want 4, 5, or 6, right? Would be included. That's greater than or equal to 4. That means that you don't want 0, 1, 2, or 3, which would be less than or equal to 3, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to use the less than or equal to in ALEKS to get my same answer of 4, 5, or 6. Now you could use the formula that we used up here and find 4 and add it to do the same thing and find 5 and then add it and do the same thing to find 6, which would take a while. Or you could just say 1 minus, so the probability that we're looking for is the probability that x is greater than or equal to 4 is equal to 1 minus the probability is less than or equal to 3. Okay, so 4 or more is the same as 1 minus 3 or less. And so that means in ALEKS, you're going to type 1 minus the probability of B, and then ours is going to be 6, comma, the P, because it's N and P, just like it is in Desmos, so 0.85, and then less than or equal to, and you're going to put 3. So you have to type the 1 minus, so it will do that calculation. Or you could find this value and subtract it from 1. You can do it in 2 parts. So I'm going to go back to ALEKS to show you how we're going to do this. So I'm going to click here and say 1 minus that. And N is 6, and probability of success is 0.85, and we want to do less than or equal to 3. We're going to hit enter. So there's my answer, and it says round your answer to 2 decimal places. And because I did everything all in one calculation, it's the most accurate it can be, so 0.95 is correct. So reach out if you have some more questions, and let me know where you need help, and I'm here to support.